The wait is finally over. Honda is back in F1 and it's back building performance cars like this. And the new Civic Type R could be one of the most extreme hot hatches we've ever seen. The naturally aspirated engine has been ditched in favour of a new 2-litre turbocharged unit. The power is up to a robust and healthy 306 bhp, which is all going through the front wheels, and torque is 295 foot-pounds. That's nearly double what the old car used to make. Now, with current hot hatches like the VW Golf R and BMW M135i setting the trend for understated power, it's nice to see Honda breaking the mould and making a car that really does look like it wants to cause you some serious harm. However, this design is not just cosmetic window dressing. All these vents, slashes and spoilers bursting from the car, they all have a serious purpose. They create negative lift at high speed and also increase aerodynamic efficiency too, so it's clean but it also sucks the car down onto the road. Now, under the skin, to cope with all that power, obviously this Civic bears little relation to the standard car. It's got new front suspension, it's got a new adaptive damping system, limited slip differential, 19-inch wheels and huge 350mm Brembo brakes. These new bucket seats are great and they're mounted about 20mm lower than they are in the standard Civic to give you a much better driving position on the road. There's going to be 2 trim levels available in the UK. The first one starts at $29,995 and that's just the standard car as it is, or you pay an extra £2.5 just about for the GT version, which gets a lot of extra safety kit, sat-nav and a few other bits and bobs, but as standard the car comes pretty well equipped. Honda have been talking a lot about the R+ button, which is a little button down here on the side. If you press it, then the dampers firm up by 30%, and they say that's when this car becomes a real race car for the road. We've brought the new Type R here to the Slovakia ring to test it out on track. What can I tell you about that new engine? Well, there is a little bit of turbo lag lower down the range, but once you get it above 4,000 RPM, it absolutely screams towards the 7,000 RPM red line. 2 major highlights are definitely the engine and that gearbox. It's a really slick mechanical shift, a lovely short throw, and you can really enjoy devouring the revs and getting through the first 3 ratios in absolutely rapid fashion. The engine's performance is explosive, particularly above 4,000 RPM when you do still get that VTEC feeling. The chassis is also seriously talented. There's a huge amount of grip given the amount of power and torque going through these front wheels. If we're being a little picky and maybe perhaps a tad harsh on this new Type R, then I'd say it falls slightly in between the current camps of hot hatch greatness. It's not quite as pure and track focused as a Renault Sport Trophy Megane, nor is it quite as cultured or relaxing some of the time as a VW Golf R. Having said that, it does strike a nice balance between the two. It's very well priced and well equipped, and if you like the looks, then you're onto an absolute winner. So no, the new Civic Type R isn't a disappointment, and yes, it was worth the wait.